Saludos, 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 ¿cómo está mi gente? Le habla Parachate directamente desde República Dominicana para el mundo. Para mí es un honor y un placer nuevamente estar por acá en lo que es el fantástico mundo de los videojuegos, trayéndole nuevo contenido del mundo Genshin Impact. Pues nada, en el día de hoy vamos a estar realizando lo que es la misión de Arconte, el Red Dar y los tres peregrinos, en el cual espero que se haya agradado a ustedes y que disfruten del contenido para el día de hoy, ya que durante la misión pues tenemos un, ¿cómo decirle? Un regalito adicional a lo que sería la misión y vamos a ver qué hay que hacer. Le voy a comentar cuando llegue el momento. Pues nada, procedemos a invitar de una vez a cada una de las personas que observen el directo o el vídeo a que se suscriban al canal si no lo han hecho. Solamente deben de dar a lo que es el botón rojo que está en la parte derecha. Al ladito pues tendrían la campana de notificaciones para que así activen pues cada una de las diferentes actividades que venimos trayendo a través de este medio. También le pedimos por favor que nos ayuden a seguir adelante compartiendo el contenido con sus amigos y familiares, comentando las inquietudes, quejas o sugerencias que tengan para nosotros y díganos pues dándole like si les gusta el contenido que les traemos a través de este medio. Bueno, mi gente, vamos a lo que vinimos. Acá nos pide, pregunta a la gente por información. Vamos a hablar con este caballero. Algo muy importante, vamos a omitir los diálogos rápidamente. Si le interesan, pues lean ustedes. Te fuiste, Kazan. Luego vámonos por acá.
The scholars that have gone missing.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to... But honestly, Do you also think... Grandpa? Still feel... Well, whatever. Gotcha.
Nos fuimos por acá. Repollillo. Ok. Hola, jefe.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa?
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? The last time I saw...
Oh, thank you.
It was...
Yeah.
Oh, that's no... I've known you since...
Wow, what? Okay.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Joder, no me toca. Wow. Hay una misión acá que me estoy dando, gente. Caramba. La germinación ha sido... Joder, vamos a ver. Wow. Algo inesperado, gente, pero nada, está bien. Algo inesperado de esta parte. Utiliza elementos dentro para fertilizar. Ok, vamos a cambiar acá personaje. Chongli, va. Por acá nos vamos con el viajero. A ver. Véngale. Ok, ahora sí, mi gente. Ahora sí.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true still.
Haven't you noticed? The village has begun. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared?
Huh. Now that
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you...
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Yeah. Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet...
Well, I don't...
Hey,
It's true. Would you want to live like Delavar also...
Is that...
seem...
Got it. Please.
The people here really like the Scarlet.
Where is...
I haven't
Vamos
run into...
omitiendo diálogo para así avanzar más rápido.
I have many... So you'd best just don't do anything.
Yes.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrible. He didn't try to reassure us at all.
I heard.
Sorry.
It's part of being a monk. The rumor we heard just now seems very well.
Isaac!
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you.
Vámonos a la siguiente. Por acá. Vamos, Isa. Llévame.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
A ver.
Oh, this is where Grandpa... There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can...
A certain
So,
Huh? You...
yes.
Wait.
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Illusion shattered!
Aquí tenemos pistas, huella en esta área. ¿Qué falacia si esta vez la veis?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the traces from the size and shape, the scent is quite faint.
But who would come look?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away.
Huh? So you can lure someone... Hey!
Exactly. Even deep within the clutches.
No. So someone's taking advantage of... Are the rumors really true?
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back.
Let's head to Aru.
Ok. Vámonos por acá de una vez. Viajamos rápidamente a través del teleport.
Right. The darker fabric, definitely.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like...
Oh, Diaz!
You bet.
Reasonably.
We haven't seen him at a...
Huh.
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used...
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, not to mention making... It seems somewhat...
Makes sense.
If it was any other... Didn't you say that the village...
Paimon remembers her...
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the Scar... These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really...
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on. Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you is already... The desert is unforgiving. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual... I need to go around... Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Reba...
Alright! Sounds like a plan!
A ver. Vamos por acá, buscar un teleport. Y por aquí. Wow, wow, wow.
Well, here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel.
I know what you mean. I had the same... Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall... It was only after I grew up that I realized. The wall of Samiel, Sumeru is run... We're cheap labor. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. Geniuses like Sat...
That's terrible!
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Tia!
No. Besides...
Yep! We got it!
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you... Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Ok, vámonos por acá.
Just our luck.
You mean, you don't see...
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence.
Hmm?
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
Saki.
Hello, hello.
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people.
Yeah. Have you seen...
Of course I have.
I've got a spice trading deal.
Ah, help.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep...
Yes. How could...
Ok, a ver. Omitimos por acá.
Let the show begin.
¡Uba!
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're...
Entonces es una trampa. Vamos a darle su merecido. Vamos a darle su
What's this
merecido.
all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh.
And you...
So you and Delavar...
But you got one thing right.
If that's the case...
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the
Delavar. And Enger. You're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand.
Yeah.
See? There you have it.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone...
Enough talking! Get him!
Como diga Saki, vamos a darle tu Saki.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler. There is no escape!
Véngale.
I'm going in!
Let's dance.
Lo mandamos a dormir rápidamente.
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I... And of course, even though you heard we went to handle that so-called that's what you thought.
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that...
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a...
Oh!
Those two who were snooping around were just...
Como diga, diga.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar, alcohol has a way...
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to...
Wow.
Ah, you're too...
So...
About
how merciful...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you just...
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people. I've begun to realize that this... But I see through it all.
Dia...
Anyway, looks like...
A ver, ¿dónde me envía ahora?
Are you tired? Try my new spicy energy drink. I'm sure it'll wake you up.
This should be all of them. I'll let you...
All right. I'll be in...
Candace?
Candace will be okay on her own. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now.
While I'm questioning them.
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, traveler.
Como diga, mañana por la mañana. Mañana por la mañana. Ok, vamos de las 6 a las 12 horas. A ver, creo que ahí se debería completar. Escopeta, gente.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time.
Iman's been one...
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person.
Oh!
Vamos de ello, vamos de ello.
I guess us mercs on the...
Well, Paimon
Really?
Oh! Sino's here!
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh! You mean you taught Candace some more... persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Entramos.
Candace, where... Whoa! You look furious!
Do I?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide
Perhaps I need to work. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, please.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity of the ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you
Mercy!
You've made your bet. We may both be desert dwellers. The people of Aru village care little. A war would only...
We understand. I'll tell you everything I know.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Mystery Man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sac-
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, it was all that Mystery Man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. I'm not...
That's one.
Huh?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by...
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery... You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy...
I believe I may know what's going...
Uncle Anpu. Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia. Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to... It strikes me now...
Which means...
Not the academia again.
Just as I... But what could they want?
People are nothing but... Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to...
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything...
All right.
Let's meet back here. What?
Ok, mi gente. Vamos por acá. El llanto en el hospital. Ok. Vámonos a salir de acá. Ahora viene el regalito. En la próxima zona que vamos a estar visitando, que les he dicho que le vamos a mostrar por acá. Digo regalito porque sé que algunas personas pues no lo tienen todos los cofres que vamos a recolectar.
Well, as you can...
You were gone for... Hey, what's with...
You never...
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Paimon.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. Makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might... Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with...
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk!
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon does...
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my... Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find...
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But, before that, you need to understand...
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gentes said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you with... Glad you're following along.
Como diga Hurting.
The reason being...
Those eyes.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the Radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm...
Remember?
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected...
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outside...
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me.
We're on it!
Vámonos de una vez por acá. Abra la puerta, señorita, que llegó un paparache.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed...
Mr. Ohe...
Huh?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. Before, Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah, but even we have friends.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Ethan told us.
The fact is that I'm only one side. Some believe in the dead.
Speaking of which, the Radicals...
Yeah. Slowly, I just stopped talking to... and then it happened.
You can tell them.
Alright. I actually have... Perhaps it used to be
I confirmed this with the... But, because we're in the middle of...
There's really nothing...
I think they used to use it for treating
Yeah!
Ok, vámonos por acá. Teleport por aquí, vamos a activarlo. Véngale. Ok, mi gente, en esta área es que le vamos a dar el regalito por acá. Vamos primero a eliminar los enemigos.
Everybody stand back! Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Propagate!
I'll protect us.
¿Qué fue? ¿Le dolió?
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super... He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a look.
A ver.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to... Until then. I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he's... What are you reading?
Okay,
Huh?
So...
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him. Reading an impossible book in a creepy place like... Hey! Huh? And anyway, so Paimon... Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's...
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Ok, el objeto está en el área. Por acá tendríamos arriba. Vamos por acá.
Illusion shattered.
Let the show begin.
¿Salió? Vengale. El pipi, creo que tiene este hongo. Muérete. Pinche hongo. Ahí.
Shine down.
I'll protect us.
Véngale.
Illusion shattered.
Al fin. Y por acá nos fuimos. Ok, queda uno. ¿Dónde queda este, mi gente? Es que le voy a hacer, vamos a mostrarle el regalito que le dije adicional a lo que es la actividad principal. Por acá, en esta parte, vamos a observar que tenemos por allá el elemento dentro. Aquí tenemos esto. Y para los que no se ven, si le pegamos a todas estas rocas, pues se va a hacer un hoyo acá. Se va a derrumbar todo. Y podremos entrar por esa zona. Cuando entramos a esa zona, pues vamos a desbloquear el logro y todo eso. Ahí, no hemos caído, gente. Véngale. Acá, vamos a mostrarle primero. Vamos a tener una gran, más o menos de 50, 60 protogemas totalmente gratis. Acá podemos ver en los logros. Vamos a tener un logro también. El cual, como podemos observar, no tengo ningún logro pendiente acá. Entonces ahí para que estén más o menos. O para que... Tenemos un escarabajo por acá.
Adventure time.
Otro escarabajito teníamos ahí, mando el escarabajo. Para los que quieren subir de nivel así, ¿no? Ok, seguimos avanzando por acá.
Let the show begin.
Vamos a eliminar a este amiguito por acá.
Shine down.
I'll protect us. Ouchie. Go, Barbara. Oh, no.
Scatter. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Adiós, grandulote. Ok, acá en este cofre, así es, o sea, nada más, tenemos protogema
Even better than I imagined.
por 20, mi gente, no por 10, sino por 20, 20 van 20, protogema, pero vamos por acá. Por acá y véngale. Ok, vámonos por acá arribita ahora. Primero por acá arriba. Por ahorita son acá arribita. Quemado. Continuamos por acá.
Let's light it up. Illusion shattered.
Véngale. ¿A dónde va?
Shine down. Propagate.
Let the show begin.
Por lo menos. Véngale.
Adventure time.
Ok, recogemos todo el material por acá. Ok, observando este cofrecito también.
Even better than I imagined.
Por 20,
It's my
van
lucky
40.
day.
40 fotos, mi gente. Ok, vámonos de acá. Continuamos por acá.
Let's dance. Hi.
Vamos a dejar eso ahí, porque la verdad.
Propagate!
I'll protect us.
There is no escape. Let's light it up.
Scatter!
Véngale. Enemigo batido ahí. Cofrecito.
This is the kind of surprise I could sing about.
Por 20 más serían 60. Van 60, mi gente. Y todavía queda más contenido. Ahora nos vamos por acá.
Propagate!
Shine down.
Scatter!
Ok, otro cofre más.
A reward on the road.
Acá por 20, van 80. 80, mi gente. Me pasé mejor de ahí. Le dije que habían 60, van 80. 80 proto. ¿Cuál? Pues no quedan nada más. Por acá tenemos Dendro Cool. Y a ver, continuámonos por acá.
There is no escape. Off we go. Adventure time. Shine down.
Nada por ahora, nada ahí.
There is no escape. Off we go.
80 proto. Totalmente gratis, mi gente.
There is no escape.
Estos son los mejores cangrejos, dejan carne. Que diga los mejores escorpiones. Véngale, acá vamos a tener un logro por haber completado esta zona. Más 80 protogemas que recolectamos. Acá ya tenemos el logro, tenemos que tener el logro por acá, a ver. A ver.
Off we go. Adventure time. Off we go.
No entiendo, no me dieron el logro, pero ahí deberían de dar un logro. Deberían de darle un logro por allá. Bueno.
Off we go.
Vamos a meter al enemigo por ahora.
Off we go.
Porque cumplimos nuestro objetivo.
Couldn't break.
Joder, he matado a Bene sin querer. Bene, asesino de Bene.
Let's dance.
Bene, ven acá. Ya vámonos para acá. Aquí nos dejamos caer. Y fui por acá. Ok. Todo bien por ahí.
Off we go.
Y véngale.
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea.
Wait.
A ver.
He can't speak. And also,
Didn't expect to see.
you know
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
he's a scholar too?
No. Razak was never involved in any of those things. Leaving that question aside, looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forceful.
Loaded.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptoms are...
Huh?
Allow me to jog you. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting...
Correct. The academia is behind all of it. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were. These rumors were all the persuasion that, as well as being able to exploit the life for the desert dwellers, many would give, even if complications of the notion of an act.
Como diga, jefe.
Throughout this process, first, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were in exile. If you can't find one possibility with the technology, perhaps the
so the human brain.
I'm the academia. Anyway, judging by Razak's, or perhaps his cure. The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. However, the academia is. I've spent quite.
You mean you're not?
All scholars see extracting information.
Sounds like you're really.
Of course. Whether it be academics or this matter need.
Wait!
Not to be callous, but no. There is no shortage of suffering.
Probably not.
You can say that. The divine knowledge capsule is.
Demasiado diálogo le ponen a este juego, gente, caray.
Though I must say, uniqueness is also an app.
Wow.
I'm just a more like. He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next.
Vengale. Tenemos una llave por acá. Y nos vamos de acá. No hay nada ahí que sea de importancia, entonces nos vamos. Acá. Vamos por acá y véngale. Y acá. Ah, la llave que encontramos iba acá. Historia médico. La voz divina me guía. Se cree que el sujeto tiene tendencia delirante, fenómeno de resonancia en la estructura topográfica interna de las dunas. Ok, aquí está el logro. Véngale. Entonces pues vamos a seguir moviendo. Pero vámonos por acá. Vamos a usar el teleport. Llegando a la zona de una vez.
We're back.
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of...
So, at one point in time, The abandoned Elazar hospital served as the Academia's site for
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant and knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet...
We may have a one of us could be secretly
Looks like none of you have realized. Sino.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is... Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham, since you were always acting
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect if you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite?
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing the thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you...
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worth... Sino, don't take it to...
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements...
Whoa, you bounce back fast.
There is always an...
Oh, so if the Academia... Yep, that's...
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! Please, wait! I wanna find...
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's... Paimon feels like...
Ok, vámonos en marcha. Joder, tío. Ok, ¿dónde vamos? Véngale.
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back. Off we go. Huh?
Se me escapó. Está bien, voy a dejarlo tranquilo.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
If Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device. Something that looks like there were more. Let's split up and...
Is this what we're searching for? Look.
This is definitely a... How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of... They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry. Your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't...
Okay.
But running on sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Of course it is.
Off we go.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Aquí tenemos el enemigo.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our...
Dia? Why would you... Dia!
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? What? Why are you...
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself.
I'm not the type...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand...
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King.
It's not too late yet. The village keep...
You don't understand, my dear.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia, even if they end up disbanding the Eremites, your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academy. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of some...
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers.
Perhaps. Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand...
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages?
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you and...
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can...
I'm not trying.
You were this...
Not all desert...
Ratman.
Academia scum.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Rahman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Rahman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't...
An arm from the Flame Main. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're merc.
You're not wrong, but this...
Let's do it right here then.
Está apuntando su brazo. Está loca.
As proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman, I'm holding up my...
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Todo se puso lento.
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Main, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon.
Como diga jefe. Vámonos de acá.
I was really counting on him not going through.
That was crazy! Have you...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm. Okay.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have tried.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
Demasiado diálogo. De 6 a 8 horas hasta mañana, entonces nos fuimos por acá. Ahí, nos fuimos por acá, todo por allá, todo por allá. Adelanté el tiempo doble, sí, señor, para asegurarnos de que todo esté bien. Véngale.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Y lo que tenemos acá, materiales. Bueno, se acabó el camino, gente.
Off we go.
Tanto dolito en su marcha, acción.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone.
I'll watch from a safe
Nos fuimos de acá.
Okay.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you...
Fine.
A ver cómo lo llegamos, cómo lo hacemos más fácil. Mira que bien. Si vamos a este teleport, al estar de los 7 llegamos acá mucho más rápido. Sí, vámonos por acá.
Adventure time. Off we go.
Vámonos por acá. Elemento de arena a la vista. Vamos a ver, que tú eres el aventurero por excelencia de Genshin.
Adventure time.
El carabajo. Vale, es invisible. A ver, ¿para dónde lleva este? Tengo curiosidad, gente, con esta serie que me está llevando por el desierto. Tengo esta curiosidad y no la puedo dejar. Wow. La verdad que me trajo muy lejos. Oh, ¿qué fue eso? Una pared. Oh, muy interesante, gente, se ve así. Eso lo vamos a dejar para luego. La verdad que este lugar está lleno de misterio para mí, pero mucho misterio. Allá alcanzamos vendiendo culo, pero vamos a dejarlo para luego.
Huh. They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by...
Is everything ready?
Absolute. You brought fewer...
Bring him out.
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part.
You stay right there!
What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Wow, muy interesante. El abuelo ha protegido a su nieto, el gran Pra. ¿Poder dentro?
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance. The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body. The Dendro Archon.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around you.
There used to be a temple here?
Claro que sí,
It
es un
seems that when the sand
templo.
dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground power.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King!
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict.
As it happens.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? Two major dates.
Paimon thought you weren't interested.
Indeed. New discoveries are...
Raman, what are you gonna do?
I'll just let them lay here.
Como diga, jefe. Véngale. Vámonos de acá. Claro que sí, que yo le doy, yo le doy. Ok, aquí nos están pidiendo. ¿Qué parece si nos vamos con... esta señorita?
I await your instruction.
Y comenzamos.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it...
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's so pretty!
Sir Rahman.
Huh?
Do you see it?
Are you mocking me? What do you...
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King civilization...
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Claro que sí, vamos a explorar. Ah. A ver, ¿qué es lo que tenemos acá? Muy interesante. Ok. Entonces... giramos. Oh, se puso en posición según eso ahí. También existe en posición. Ahí. A veces tu mirada como puede hacia el salón y escucha la guía divina de Rick. Ok, por acá ve. Ok. Vamos de acá. Activando License Sensor. Mira qué bien. Tecnología de punta. Muy sofisticada para mí. Muy sofisticada.
Shattered.
Let's dance.
Whirling snow.
Vamos. Ayaquita. Ayaca se lo carga todo.
Take flight. Shine down.
Todo eliminado. Vamos por acá, ¿ves? Me parece... Tenemos que darle caña a esto que están acá. Para que me floja el cofrecito.
Illusion shattered. Whirling snow.
Cofrecito conmigo. 5 proto. Ok, vámonos por acá. ¿Y esto qué es esto? Se abren cuando nos secamos. Mira qué bien. Pero mira que bien, mira que bien, mira que bien. A mí se copre. Ok. Hay algo interesante por ahí.
There is no escape.
I'll protect us.
Take flight.
Ok, superconductor.
Shine down.
Ahora se debería mover, activar esta parte. Cofrecito. No hay nada por ahí.
Adventure time. Off we go. Adventure time.
¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí? Ah, ok, ya. Vámonos allá.
There is no escape. Ha! Whirling snap. Sakura swirl. Shine down.
Este longo.
My apologies.
El hongo más guapo que yo he visto es este.
Take flight. Off we go.
Seguimos avanzando. ¿Qué pasó? Algo no anda bien acá.
Adventure time.
Algo no está bien. ¿Qué fue lo que pasó? Ah, ok, aquí tenemos algo. Mensaje misterioso. Tras 6 días de infiltración en el templo, por fin comprendo, el ascensor descenderá hasta el inferior, monta un techo y... ok. Vamos nuevamente para entender. El ascensor descenderá hasta el piso inferior, móntate en su techo antes de que suba, para que alcance la bóveda. Ok.
Adventure time.
Mira que bien. Véngale.
Illusion shattered.
Let's...
My apologies. So rude. Unthinkable. Embrace the ice. Whirling snow. There is no escape. Adventure time. Ow. So rude. Shine down.
Ya, y esto sí tan incómodo, este hijo de puta.
Get out of here.
¿Hay por ahí? ¿Qué tendríamos por acá? Oh, yeah. Oh.
That's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
¿Dónde llevamos? Ah, por lo menos que bien.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
¿Qué pasa acá?
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
Oh, these are Scarlet King.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. it was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
Oh, como pueden observar, mi gente, ahí observamos la historia del rey Escarlata con la reina Kudrabatra o Kusanagi.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Rukkhadevata.
So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archons.
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. The Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eye, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this—
Rahman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dear, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Hey.
I'll live. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp...
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince her, and I'll return every last...
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own... It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scar...
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and another...
Vámonos de acá.
Final, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Pirámide y mazmorra. Por acá. Vámonos de una vez. Saliendo de este dominio. Dominio. Joder, tío. ¿Quién lo diría? Si no hubiesen teleport, pues estaríamos presos acá. Miren eso. Preso eso no quedaría más. O encerrado, mejor dicho. Vamos a ver si se puede salir así. A ver. Mira, vámonos al teleport. Porque prácticamente teníamos preso ahí. Entonces, pues vamos. Joder. Ok. Aquí tenemos uno que está más cerca. Y vámonos ya. Ah, pero qué interesante. Vamos a coger este material, como quiera debemos de... Ok, vamos a ver por acá. Para activar ese teleport. ¿Qué es ese enemigo para él? Es hijo de su tía.
Get out of here! Illusion shattered!
Ah, quémate.
Adventure time!
Nos fuimos por acá.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out,
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to...
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to...
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. The doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of...
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Al-Haytham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the... This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars...
Then what does Lesser Lord... Is she not a true god?
From the beginning, when the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. Sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had it. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So... this is the path that...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure.
Okay. A ver. Una paginita.
Off we go.
Vamos a indagar por acá a ver qué es lo que tenemos. Y por acá, ¿qué hay? No hay nada por ahí. Vamos a dar eso merecido a esto Fatui. Ven acá.
Let's dance.
Adiós.
Whirling snow. Illusion shattered. Sakura swirl.
Adiós.
over here. Whirling snow.
Let the show begin.
There is no escape. Let's light it up. Yeah.
Despacito acá.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures.
10 por 8. ¿Todo bien por ahí? Bueno, vamos a el teleport para llegar a la zona más rápido. Vamos allá. Nada, gente, estamos llegando ya a la parte final de lo que es la transmisión de día de hoy. Pues vamos a darle las gracias a cada una de las personas que me sigue a través de este medio. Este es su canal para HD Game, directamente desde República Dominicana para el mundo, en el cual le hemos traído el día de hoy lo que es la misión de Arconte relacionada con el Deshret. El Deshret y los 3 peregrinos, así se denomina la misión de Arconte, para que lo sepan. Vamos a invitar ahí por última vez a cada una de las personas que observen el vídeo o el directo, mejor dicho, a que se suscriban al canal si no lo han hecho. Es totalmente gratuito, no tiene ningún costo, por eso le pedimos también, por favor, porque nos ayuden a seguir adelante compartiendo el contenido con sus amigos y familiares, comentando en inquietud, quejas o sugerencias que tengan para nosotros, y porque no, pues darle like si les gusta el contenido que le traemos a través de este medio.
Hey, say something. Stop spacing out.
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about?
Or I...
Oh, God.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels...
What a whirlwind of a story. Felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone.
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Misión completa, mi gente. Como les he dicho, hemos llegado a la parte final de lo que es la misión de Arconte relacionado con el RLD. De nuestra parte todo por el día de hoy. Y nada, pues se despide de ustedes directamente de la República Dominicana para el mundo. Nos vemos hasta el próximo vídeo. Hasta luego.
Don't rush. This is a big undertaking, and the planning and preparation for what lies ahead will no doubt take some time. Take it slowly. We need to make sure the plan is as effective as possible.
He's starting to read his book again. Hey, are you even...
Would you like me to lend you something to read?
No way! Your books aren't quite to Paimon's taste.
I was joking. I know my books are far too difficult for you, and I have no intention of lending them out.
Ugh, you're so annoying!
You must let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Though I cannot leave Arbor Village, I can't help but feel... stirred. I've never felt as roused as this when fighting alone in the past. I suppose this must be the power of camaraderie.
In the past, I never imagined that even the gods could suffer from hardship. If we can find a way to change all of this, well, this nation...
The past few days have been some of the most challenging work I've ever taken on. And none of it'll earn me a single mora. I can't believe it.
Look on the bright side, Dia. Maybe we'll get a huge reward after this is all over.
You've got a point. Hey, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow with more money than you could ever spend?
Paimon would buy boatloads of tasty snacks.
That's it?
And maybe some tasty drinks as well?
How adorable. Well, here's to all our indulgent fantasies. If there's a chance they can come true, I'll give it my best shot. And here's hoping that everything we do from now on will change this world for the better.